Hello world and welcome back to another video on DC Legends. This is Daniel and with me as always is...
Maddie, I saw you had to listen to Just Daddy last time.
yeah, they had to listen to Just Daddy last time, but don't worry everybody, the true star is back in the videos, and that's Maddie of course, and so, yep, Maddie's back and we're ready to go into another video. And this time we're going to be doing a beginner's guide. This is going to be part 3 in our beginner's guide. And we kind of reached out to the people at Reddit, and y'all left me some comments in the last video that we did. And today we're going to do a video that's based around lessons learned. We had a request from Marcus Carrillo, C-A-R-R-E-I-R-O, Carrillo. Sir. So just so everybody knows, I'm going to probably butcher everybody's name in this video, but Marcus said that he first started off by saying that Maddie is the sweetest thing and that he loved her Catgirl impression in the last video that we did, and I agree with that. That was a good impression. And one suggestion that he had for us was that if we made a video that is a list of things that we would not do this time that we used to do in the past. The way he put it was, make a list of things that you did in the past that you would not do now. And so we reached out to the people of Reddit, and I asked y'all to leave some comments on the last video, and man, y'all really came out in numbers. And so I'm going to do my best. This is probably going to be a little bit longer video. And so to kind of help pass the time, I'm going to give the controls over to Maddie and let Maddie kind of play around a little bit. And as we go through a couple of these things, then we will talk about the suggestions. So we'll start off with a couple of my suggestions that I have for Marcus. Number one, and most importantly, don't get discouraged. Because it can be very easy to get discouraged. I know that whenever we started out with some of our heroes on here, we didn't have a lot of heroes, or definitely didn't have a whole lot that were very high in rank. And we still have a few of those heroes. I mean, you can see here that we have a lot of 1-stars still. You can see here, we still have 1-stars. We have some 1-stars like Cheetah that we got at the very beginning that we just never took the time to upgrade. We also have characters like Green Arrow that I wish we had spent some more time. We're going to get a lot of comments about Green Arrow that's coming up, the Emerald Archer Green Arrow specifically. First thing that I'd like to say is don't get discouraged. And it took me and Maddie about 3 months before we started getting some legends regularly. And now you can see we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 legends on our team now. But it took us a good 3 months before we were at a point where we could get those legends. Second thing that I'd like to say is make sure that you always complete your daily missions. That is the most important thing. You don't see any daily missions in here now because we've completed all of ours for the day. But make sure that you do that. The next one is kind of an obvious one, and we talked about this recently. Make sure that you gear up your characters whenever you have the ability to do so. So most recently they had a challenge for the physical characters, and in doing so we got Green Arrow all the way up to the highest gear level that we could for our level. We're currently at a 59, almost to a 60, and at that point we'll be able to take him from gears 9 to gears 10. That's very important. The next thing that I would recommend to brand new users is take what the game gives you. We never intended on having Cyborg as one of our main characters, but that's what the game gave us. We got a lot of his fragments, and we've continued to get his fragments, and we've come to love having Cyborg on our team. He's kind of a death dealer, or a one-shot kill kind of person. Also spend some time with Zatanna and Green Lantern. Those are the ones that you do get early on, and their fragments are scattered all the way through the game, and if you'll take the time to upgrade both of them, you won't regret it in the long run. Also, make sure that you log in daily to collect your sign-in rewards, and we talk about this all the time as well, and you see me and Maddie doing this in every video. That's so important. Make sure that you go in and get all of your sign-in rewards on a daily basis. Even if you don't do anything else, make sure you do your sign-in rewards and try to complete your daily missions if you don't do anything else in DC Legends. The next thing is, let's see, the essential, I didn't know this until just recently actually, the Essence Collector maxes out For us specifically, we got ours will max out at about 12,200 or 12,400, and I realize whenever I press on it, if that's all I got, then I let it go too long. So if you have an opportunity to log in and just collect your essences at that point, make sure you do that because essences are essential. Speaking of which, ours just went off, so I'm going to go ahead and collect our essences right now. The next thing is do not refresh if you are higher than a 90% on your level. So you can see up here we're currently at 83%, and so there's a good chance that after tonight's refresh that happens, that we will be over 90, and so we will not refresh, or we won't spend any of our money or any of our gems on trying to get higher, because all of these things will upgrade themselves once you get to 100%, and then we'll be up to level 60 ourselves. So there was also a question about what would be a great starting team. For me personally, if I was starting this game all over from the very beginning, I would definitely spend a lot of time on Green Lantern. I'd spend a lot of time on Zatanna. We just mentioned both of those. But if I had this all to do over again, I probably would spend a lot of time getting the Cape Crusader Batman built up a little more. And most certainly, I would spend a lot of time and a lot of essences on the Emerald Archer Green Arrow. He is an excellent leader and provides a lot of good upgrades and a lot of good speed to your team. So if I had it all to do over again, I would definitely spend a lot of time with Green Arrow, the Emerald Archer. And what were you saying, Maddie? Yeah, you probably would tell him to upgrade Harley Quinn, right?
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is use the gems to refresh PvP. People were saying, what is the good thing to use your gems on? There's a lot of bad ways to utilize your gems, but one of the things that I would recommend is using your gems to refresh your PvP, because PvP provides you with, as you watch all of our videos, Maddie, what is the one way that we finish up all of our videos?
A big arena pack.
A big arena pack. And so the only way we're able to do all those big arena packs is because we spend a lot of time in the PvP arena, and you get a lot of really good characters from the PvP arena. For instance, we've got Huntress that's upgraded right now. We have Castaway Green Arrow that's been upgraded. Cyborg has been upgraded through there. And Maddie's favorite that just went legendary recently, who, Maddie?
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. And of course, the only way we were able to get all of those upgraded is by spending a lot of time in PvP and getting all of the rewards and opening up what, Maddie?
A big arena pack.
Big arena packs, of course. So those are critical to your success. And when you get your big arena packs and you go into the shop here, don't spend a lot of time. Whoa, they just dropped something brand new I just saw. They've got, you can get 30 fragments for 2,000 up to 10 opportunities to do so for the Champion of the Amazons, this Wonder Woman here. So that's interesting. I'm not sure we're going to do that. We're going to talk through a couple things in this video about not doing that. So to kind of follow my own purpose here, we won't be doing that either. So what I was saying though is that the big arena packs offer 10 hero fragments, where the smaller arena pack, if I can get back to it here, the mini arena pack will only offer you 3. So save up until you get to enough of the gems to do the big arena pack, and don't waste any time on the mini arena packs. So those are some of my suggestions there. What else? Like we said, you'll be able to get characters like Cyborg, Harley, Huntress. Those will be characters that you can keep, and Castaway Green Arrow, which are all characters that you can keep all the way through. One of the other things is you'll unlock the Flash at the end of Chapter 4. So let's go over there and take a look at that. Right here, going into Chapter 4, going into the Heroes. After you've finished the heroic setting on Chapter 4, you unlock the Flash. And for me, the Flash has become an essential character of our team, and one that we don't take lightly, because in this game, speed kills, guys, and speed is king. And so for us, our Flash is a part of our main team, and we collect his fragments every day, at least 3 attempts. And so you'll always see that ours is going to be utilized. Sometimes we'll even do the 25 gems to refresh it and see if we can get a few more of his fragments. Because there's only one node that drops for him. So, like I said, in this game, speed kills. And so there is nobody faster than the Flash.
Flash is the best.
There you go. Flash is the best, says Maddie. Don't worry about getting your team built. Don't worry about the team building at first. Focus in on a smaller team. As we mentioned, Hal Jordan is a good one. Cyborg is a really good one as well. And so the idea is that don't spend a whole lot of time worrying about team building at first, but you might want to have at least a plan on where to go. But think about how characters complement each other. We have Hal Jordan already at a point where he can do call assist. And call assist is only good if the characters that you have a really good first attack. So for us, we have Cyborg, and Cyborg hits hard on his first attack. And so what we like to do is have Hal Jordan call assist with Cyborg. Or you could have Robin or Cheetah or Siren all causing bleeds together. Or Castaway Green Arrow could be slowing down the turn meter that allows people like Grundy to strike hard. So think about how your characters will complement each other. But at first, just try to get characters like Cyborg and Harley, Huntress, and of course Green Arrow and that we mentioned, as well as Zatanna and Hal Jordan. One more thing that we'll mention is whenever you're going into the story mode, so if you play this game regularly and you're coming in every day, and in some cases, I know a lot of you are coming in twice a day, which is what we do as well. I'll wake up in the morning, and the first thing I'll do is go into the last level that I've completed. So in this case, we've already completed all 8 of the chapters, but let's say you've only completed 4 chapters. Well, at the end of this 4th chapter, what you'll see is that if you decide to upgrade this one or do a speed force on this one, it'll drop some of these willpower energy. So at the beginning of the day, what I like to do is I like to go in and just completely clear out and use the speed force on the last chapter that I've already completed. So what will happen is you'll get a lot of XP, you'll get a lot of the essences, and you'll even get some willpowers that drop as well. So make sure at the beginning of the day, use up all of the energy that you have and allow it to refill over the course of the day. And then that evening, you can come and play again once you get the refresh. So in the morning, wipe out all of your energy farming the last completed chapter that you have. So like I said, if it's for 4, you're going to want to do this one here. If it's for 5, you'll want to do the last one as well. Because, again, not only will you be getting a lot of energy, you'll also be getting drops for willpower. And as we all know, willpower is important to upgrade any character. So do that in the morning, and then in the evening, play your normal way through. And don't worry about trying to get any hero fragments in the morning. All right, and so now, I know this is going to be a long video, but we're going to go ahead and go through some of the, I know this has been a long video. I think what we're going to do is we're going to stop the video here, and that gives everybody my suggestions for what to do whenever you're starting out at first. And those are some of the things that I realized early on that I made mistakes on. And so those are my suggestions to you as ways to make improvements. And so those are some of my lessons learned. So we're going to stop the video right here, and we're going to create another video here in just a second. And it's all going to be based off of your feedback that you've provided. And I've got a couple pages worth of information. So rather than making this a super long video, we're going to stop it here. And there is one thing that Maddie wants to let y'all know as well. So Maddie has one piece of advice. I know I gave you a whole list of mine, but Maddie's is a lot more simple. And to be honest with you, it's the best piece of advice that we could give anybody playing DC Legends. So Maddie, what is your advice that you've learned while playing DC Legends?
It's all about having fun.
That's right, it's all about having fun. This is a game, guys, and it's all about comic book characters and specifically DC Legends. And so we appreciate you watching. We appreciate the time that you've spent with us. And Maddie, there's always 3 things that we want them to do at the end of our videos. And what is that? Number 1, we want them to drop a like and let us know that you appreciate this video that we gave you. That's the 3rd episode in our beginner's guide. Maddie, what's the next thing we want them to do? Leave a
comment.
Leave a comment and let us know what you think about this. And if there's any other pieces of information that you think would be good to let beginners know, leave us a comment on that as well. And then after they've left a comment, after they've dropped a like, we want them to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. And why do we want them to subscribe, Maddie? Because me and you do this how many times?
Almost 100, I guess.
Almost 100? I think we give them brand new content every day, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do this every single day for you guys. And so me and Maddie have a lot of fun doing this for you. And so make sure you leave us a comment. Make sure you drop a like. And most of all, make sure you subscribe so you never miss out on any content that me and Maddie drop every single day. So with that said, Maddie, is there anything that you want to say to the people at home before we go?
Bye, world, and thanks for watching. God bless you. Have a great night. Bye. Hope you have a great day.
You heard her.